this slide.
Yeah. Right here is the Dempsey home that was built in 1740 originally, and then added on. Benedict Arnold was one of the original residents. It's not on the historic register, so we're able to get our way with it, if you will, so have our way with it. So we've been able to do a lot of expansion, and thanks to a grant that the former governor obtained before he left office from Empire State Development, we were able to create the conference center. Then in August, in space that is also on the ground level toward the garage area, we opened our first wound care center with 2 hyperbaric chambers. And this fellow whom we recruited from San Diego, California, Dr. Gary Willard, has been doing a great job working with those very complex wounds that so many of our patients come in with. Then in October, in the new North building at the rear of the campus, we opened again on grade, on ground level, so it's convenient to the parking, it's day lit, our new physical and occupational therapy space. And we have 3 certified hand therapists in the occupational therapy department. There are only 7 in the entire state of New York, and 3 of them work here in Hudson Valley, so we have an extensive rehabilitation function. Then the parking garage, you know, ironically, it's probably the most well-received aspect of the whole project, but it's really turned out very nicely, and it's all free parking, of course, and we're continuing to have the valet, you know, in addition to the parking garage. And then, just a few weeks ago, we put the final touches and had the ribbon cutting for the new surgery center. I referred to these daylight windows, which are in the recovery room. This is the recovery area that you go to immediately after surgery. All the latest bells and whistles and high-tech instrumentation as we build into the ORs. And then this is what one of our patient rooms is going to look like. Of course, they are working on some artwork for, you know, the head walls and so forth, which hasn't been put in place yet, but there are very large windows in the room and bedside monitors, so the nurses and doctors can do all of their charting and everything right there with the patient and be that much more present to the patient's needs. Out of view of this is, of course, a private bath, and over on this side there's room for the family members to stay over if they have to. And you'll see this on the tour today. On April 9th, a week ago Friday, the Arts Westchester, which is the old Arts Council of Westchester Arts Council, Janet Langston's organization in White Plains, they gave us an award for all of the donated artwork that we have. We have now over 200 donated original works of art from all local artists here in the Hudson Valley, and we're very, very proud of the program. We also have raised a little over $100,000 from folks who aren't interested in donating to bricks and mortar or to clinical programs, who are just interested in the arts. And a number of galleries, we have 11 galleries in the new building that are being named for the folks who are donating the monies. The donated monies are going to offset the cost of some acquired art. We've bought about 5 or 6 pieces so far, also from local artists, and the monies have all been donated. It's important to talk about that and not to think that it's coming out of operation. So this is the award. I think we have it here somewhere. Okay. Something we're very proud of is that our ER nursing manager was selected in a national contest by the New York Times as the Nurse of the Year. She was featured in November in New York Times Magazine in a story, a profile about Marianne. They had a photographer come and take photos and follow her around. What's really amazing is that 2 years ago, Kathy Webster won the award, our Vice President of Nursing, and it was in the December, one of the Sunday December issues of New York Times Magazine for all her accomplishments. And so there's a tremendous amount of competition. They have 4 PhD, doctorate-trained judges who select the winner, and I had the good fortune in 2007 in December to go down to the award ceremony. It was was very exciting. Several folks from the Times, some columnists were there for the award ceremony, and the publisher and so forth. It was great, very exciting. So, I mentioned the medical office building. That's going to go, as you drove onto the campus, that's going in that fenced-in area between the garage and the building. There's a high fence. This is an early rendering. It's actually going to look much different. I guess Bill will have to get this digitized, right? Yep. But they have a. I'll try to find one of the renderings. I'll look for that in a moment. But they're going to introduce a number of the finishes. We cannot afford to continue that limestone that the architects put on the tower, but there's a kind of a fake limestone, if you will, that can be used for the fascia. That's made out of drive-in.
Dempsey house ones.
There's your home. Yeah, why don't you hold that up, Phil? That's all right.
That's the Dempsey house.
That's the Dempsey house.
Isn't that pretty? It is.
It really is.
So ground floor, cancer center, and second and third will be available for physician offices, and then we'll finally be finished with the majority construction of the campus.
Will any of the physicians from across the street be moving over here?
We're talking to cardiology, to orthopedics,
Right.
and they haven't quite said whether they're going to come in or not, but it's the perfect place. You don't have to move your car. They go to the ER frequently. The cafeteria's here. So.
And John, where is that in relation to this?
Okay, as you drive onto the campus, that's
Where we park the car.
yeah.
Oh, where the car? Okay. Well, that's where.
We've been using this thing for many years now. This, I'm sorry. As you drive onto the campus here, and you start to go around the loop road here, as soon as you come in, here's the garage, and this building goes in this space right here.
Okay. Right.
Okay. And then, you continue out. As you continue out, you'll see we're going to have a temporary road right through this physician parking lot because the elevation has to be built up. So we're closing this weekend and putting the Jersey barriers up to get everybody on and off the campus. So.
And you said there's a traffic light that's going to go. Right?
Well, there was discussion about taking our exit road and lining it up with Lafayette Avenue.
Right.
In other words, moving this exit road.
Right over.
But it's about a $3 million project that's been in front of the DOT for many, many years, since the 1990s. And it's been hung up at the DOT. Bill and I were at a meeting last summer where we showed evidence of 250 accidents in 5 years. But they still weren't convinced that we need we couldn't believe the attitude that
They said we were whining.
they accused us of whining.
What?
Yeah, they're terrible. They really are.
So, what they previously have acquired, they've done the land taking or the taking of the land from the property owners. Joe would understand the terminology. I'm not that familiar. Of all the adjoining property owners, so they can widen 202, put turning lanes in. So it's all been engineered. All the legal work has been done. And it's stuck at the DOT. They just haven't seen it as a priority. And if anything was shovel-ready, you would think this would be. But it didn't qualify for the shovel-ready either. So the scheme was to take our exit road and cut through the hill, line it up with Lafayette, and then put a second light at Conklin Avenue, right by on the other side of our property here at the Dempsey. So it would greatly help particularly the seniors who drive on and off the campus so frequently to access healthcare or see visitors, be visitors and friends.